Ready for the video?
Let's do it.
Awesome.
Work upon yourself
I agree.
to enhance your perception skill. You have not seen. You only desire something that you have seen.
Interesting, right?
Yes.
Mildly
very.
exaggerated or overly exaggerated, it depends on who you are.
I thought it was super interesting. I really liked
Present practice. What's conscious? This is Vish and
Sierra.
And today we'll be responding to Sadhguru's video on
What separates leaders from managers.
My name is Vish, I'm an aspiring yogi, love all things meditation, yoga, and wisdom based. I'm super grateful to have Sierra here on the show. Want to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Sierra. I'm born and raised in the San Francisco Bay Area. I now live in Austin, Texas, and I am a crypto enthusiast helping women get into this space, and I also run a spiritual account.
Awesome, thanks for being here, Sierra. Tell us about your professional background too.
Yeah, so I currently work as a project manager.
This is perfectly in line. In fact, I was actually pursuing product management for a while, so I'm super curious to see what he has to say about management versus leadership. And with that,
Let's get into the video.
Young leaders that you've seen, where have been the susceptibilities, the vulnerabilities that over time they can work their way through, maybe giving them a little bit of guidance now can help.
I think the biggest problem with the so-called leaders of the day is we're not
Do you
really
agree?
producing leaders,
Not sure
we're
yet.
just producing
Let's find
managers
out.
and supervisors. They come out as leaders and they suffer every moment of their life, this is what I'm saying. Because leadership doesn't come because of your ambition. Leadership happens… See, let's understand this. Ambition means you're tweaking up your desire, which is waste of time because your desires are based on what's happening around you or what has happened till now. An exaggerated version of what's around you is your desire. You can't desire something
what are you thinking?
that you have not seen. You only desire something that you have seen.
Interesting, right?
Yes.
Mildly
very.
exaggerated or overly exaggerated, it depends on who you are. But leadership is about being able to take a group of people or a nation or the entire world in a direction and to a destination that they have not imagined possible. If it's something that they could imagine, they don't need you. They need a leader because he should be capable of taking them to a place where they themselves cannot imagine possible. For this, a leader needs a profound sense of insight. When I say insight, that you're able to see something that other people cannot see. People are interested in doing things, but they're not interested in working upon themselves. If you believe that what you're doing is important, the most important thing in your life is to work upon yourself,
I agree.
to enhance your perception skills, to be able to see what others cannot see. You have an insight into what you wish to do. It is not even a question of what do I wish to do, it is a question of what is most needed right now. Because if you do what's needed, only then it's leadership. If I do something that's fanciful to me, then there'll be nobody behind because this is all about me. So, the young leaders, the most important thing is that you don't tweak your desire in the name of ambition. You tweak your competence. If you keep on tweaking your competence, depending upon the times in which we live, opportunities that come up in front of us, naturally you will fall into the rhythm of what is there. If you have an enormous competence, then I don't think the world can put you down.
So let's talk about it. What'd you think?
I thought it was super interesting. I really liked how he said that leaders have a vision, and that was a major difference. And I've just never heard of that or really thought of it before, but it's very, very true.
Definitely. And I love the way how he's very critical with words and like how certain words are used and, not just, I guess, unconsciously using these terms, which I feel like we all tend to do. Would you say your view on leadership has changed after watching this?
In a way, yeah, because I mean, like leader versus manager, you can want to be in charge of things or guide a group, but what really separates the leaders, I guess, is it makes me think of Elon Musk, like people with a vision and that they're passionate about it. He kind of mentioned like desire and ambition. So having this idea or vision or whatever it is in your head and then being passionate about it and going for it and like leading people.
Beautifully said. And I also connect with that Elon Musk part. I think he's a great example of a leader, right? And as Sadhguru says, I think being a leader, I think it's something that we tend to almost like have, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a fair point in the sense that you can't really aspire to be a leader. You just become a leader, right? Through your qualities and what you do, your actions. I don't know if it's something that you can aspire to be. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think you could inspire to be a leader.
But don't you think that's a bit like empty-handed or like empty, like just meaningless versus like, I guess, knowing what you want to do, and that should be the first kind of step?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like you would have something you're passionate about or something that you want to lead people through or into, or even whether it's just leading people to be together, I guess. But yeah, definitely having something behind that is important.
Exactly, and connecting that to Elon Musk, I mean, I don't know him personally, but I think at least from his example and experience, I really don't think he was aspiring to be a leader, right? Or like aspiring to be an entrepreneur, aspiring to be a CEO, or aspiring to be a founder. He had this passion for, I guess, just helping humanity and like bettering the world, and he just started working on that naturally because of his drive, his ambition, or really just his vision, I think, at the end.
Right.
People were able to align with his goal, and he became a leader, right? Versus aspiring to be a leader. And tell us more about your project management experience. Like, what does it mean to be a manager? What does that mean to you?
Yes, I guess the first thing that comes to mind is I'm really just keeping track and keeping order and in line of a bunch of different assets, whether that's people or, things in the workplace. But managing all of the things to meet the budget, the timeline, whatever the end goal is. So yeah, I mean, even just with that, I can kind of see the difference between leadership. Like I am leading the team with dates and, what needs to be done, kind of helping them with guidance. But it's not like it's not like I'm having it's a little different than Elon with like a strong passion or vision for the future. So it's a lot more juggling assets versus following the heart.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that transparency, Sierra. I definitely vibe and connect with that too, and I really appreciate the realness there. I would also agree in the sense, I think, at least this is my take, right? So I think management is necessary, right? It's not that it's a better or worse job than being a leader. I just think it's important, as he says, to make a distinction, right? And I think they're both needed, right? But to confuse the two, I think that's going to be something you should be really conscious about. And the reason I say that is because let's just say you are, again, consider I don't have too much experience here, but just speaking from little experience, if you were to have something like SpaceX, which is, inspired to take humans to Mars, for example, and you just hire, let's just say, Elon Musk has to step down for whatever reason, and you just look for like the best leader versus you look for someone that's really into space and really into helping humanity. There'd be a clear difference, right? And I think being a manager is something more that you can develop the skills of versus a leader is more of a passion-connected thing. Would you agree?
No, I completely agree. And I like what you said, like management skills can be learned. How to get people to meet deadlines or do things together can definitely be learned. But providing people with passion and inspiration is definitely something that comes from the heart, and I would associate more with leadership over management.
Exactly. I think you nailed it right there. And we'd love to hear what you all think about management, about leadership, what it means to you, if your views have changed. Let us know in the comments down below. And remind the viewers, Sierra, where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at lewa.lani and find me on TikTok at CryptoBooty.
All of our stuff will be down below. And if you've made it this far, we'd definitely appreciate you hitting that subscribe button and the like button. If you have any other video reaction requests, you can also comment down below. And with that, make a great day, take it joyful, and stay conscious. Awesome job, Sierra. You did great.
Thank you.
Awesome. Perfect.